We are live. What's up, everybody? How are we doing? We are finally in Thanksgiving week. Thank God. We're now officially into the holiday season. Uh, we've been in the holiday season for a bit now, but anyways, welcome to the Turnover Turns. I'm your co-host, Sir Random Guy, along with my co-host Thomas. And this week we have our guest, Lightning. We might have another guest show up, but we shall see. But anyways, we we are here. Week 13 of the NFL season. We are, and it's official. And our guest Lightning is here because today, this now is only week 13 of the NFL. It is officially hate week in college football. That's right. That's right. We got some big games coming up as with Lightning and Thomas. They will duke it out this week with Washington versus Oregon in Washington. I just saw that. So we are let's just get straight to that one. How are y'all feeling? Let's start with Lightning. Our guest here.
Nervous, because Washington is a better team than they were last year. Washington is 8-3 for the season. They are out of the Big Ten conversation when it comes to conference championships, but they can, if they want to play spoilers against Oregon, they can definitely do that. So because Oregon lost to Indiana, we have lost that tiebreaker, so that definitely plays a big factor. So our only way to get to the Big Ten championship is we have to win against Washington, but we have to rely on Michigan to beat the Buckeyes.
Oh.
So that's how we get in. So it's a must win, but I'm feeling nervous because that's the thing about rivalry week. It's not only the last week of the regular season, but this is where chaos.
Anything can go. Anything can go. All right, Thomas. What about you? What about you for the University of Washington?
Nervous.
Nervous. All right.
I haven't been paying too much attention to Washington. I guess college football entirety. I did have the unfortunate day where I watched Washington get absolutely bitched by Ohio State because this man right here said it'd be a fantastic idea if I joined.
I mean, why not? I mean, but then your team was ranked for a bit, and then
Washington was ranked for a bit. They were at 24 weeks back. I remember that, and then they immediately lost and got all screwed up.
But losing to Wisconsin, that's one of the teams that you should have definitely beat. Yeah. But it's also tough to play at home too.
But the chance of Washington actually going anywhere is slim to none. But if I can have the opportunity of beating my fellow friend over here and making him miss out on some potential eliteness, it would just fill my heart with so much joy and love knowing that I'm not the only one that'll be sitting on this couch come next week.
Alrighty.
Random guy, your team, San Diego State, mate, they're in charge of the Mountain West Conference Championship. What are you feeling?
I'm happy our team improved from last year. That's the best way I could go with it. Last year was pretty rough. It was just 4 wins in total last year. But am I ever gonna expect a championship title? Not really, but a potential chance to win the Mountain West Conference. I'll take what I can get. So,
and it's your final year as a member of the Mountain West because San Diego State will join the Pac-12.
Pac-12 revival.
Pac-12 next year.
Yeah, so we'll see if we get the win. That's the last chance for the Mountain West. So be it. If not, then wish San Diego State good luck in the Pac-12 in 26. But anyways, let's get straight recap to some of these games for the NFL. We got to start with Thursday Night Football. Buffalo and Houston. Buffalo came up very short on Thursday Night Football, now having a record of 7-4. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans continue to go on this slight winning streak after struggling at the beginning of the year. They're now what 6-5 currently, so so probably they still have a shot to make the postseason, or even better, probably win their division for the third straight year. Buffalo, are they in trouble?
Thomas, I'll let you go first on this one.
I want to say they are. That I want to say that they are in trouble. I mean the Patriots continue to run away with the division now, having the
9-10-2. They
10
no
and
bye yet.
2, couple game lead and the tiebreaker over them. But it's just that, like, I mean, I feel like I think it's like everybody kind of figured out the Bills. It's that they can't stop the run. They don't have any wide receivers outside of Coleman, who is probably not going to be playing there next season because he's not locker room worthy. And if they can stop James Cook, it'll be around Josh Allen. But if he has no receivers, there's not much else he can do. Outside of their big win against Tampa a couple weeks back, this team just has not looked good upcoming. And with the Patriots unable to be stopped, the Bills are in panic mode. And unless they get it together, we might see a season where the Bills are not in the postseason for the first time since
18.
2018.
And that was the only year in the Sean McDermott era they have missed the postseason. So,
And it was
That
Allen's
was rookie year. Yeah.
yeah.
So unless they get it together, the Bills will be out of the postseason just like the Chiefs.
Like-
the Big 25/26.
The thing. Oops, sorry. Let me turn off the ringer. I knew for a fact, like, I have when I as a teacher, I have a student that is I have a couple students that are Bills fans, and I literally and they're saying like, "Oh, we're gonna win." I'm like, I don't know. I can see this game as a trap game because of the Texas' great defense.
Yeah.
And what did we just expected? They shut down Allen.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean,
Go ahead.
like the Texans defense is elite. Like that's not even been the issue all season. It's just their offense. But Buffalo, this was the test for you. Even if you can say, oh, C.J. Stroud was out, but it's just like this was
He's been
it.
out for 3 straight weeks. Davis Mills has won those games now.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah, he's 3-0 right now. And Allen got sacked 8 times.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen Allen got sacked that many times before. He's usually that evasive in the pocket, and he got intercepted twice to one person. And that's another thing. It's like and they're also dealing with they're dealing with some injuries as well. And if you're getting a lot of injuries and you're not going to have enough player personnel, like if you just stop Josh Allen, that's pretty much it. There's games that they should have won. How did they lose to the Falcons? How did they get blown out by Dolphins? Those are the 2 games I believe they should have taken those games back.
Well, it's the same thing with the Texans game because they had that massive 4th and 27 play, which was beautifully designed.
It was great.
But they wouldn't be in that position if Keon Coleman just wasn't so childish and actually took this seriously. Like he's given a once in a lifetime opportunity right now. And I feel like he's just wasting it because he just doesn't. It feels like he just doesn't really care. And again, if he continues to act like this, he might come in next season. The Bills will either trade him away or they're going to cut him. And the Bills need Keon Coleman to be on that field. You saw the production where he wasn't there. The Bills were just. I'm not saying they were lost and hopeless, but they definitely were not the full strength.
I keep forgetting he was drafted in 24. I'm probably thinking of.
It's just crazy too because Keon Coleman, like I thought he was going to be first round, but it's funny. It's like the Bills had a pick in the first round, and they traded to the Chiefs. Chiefs get Xavier Worthy. Then they trade their pick to the Panthers. The Panthers get Xavier Legette, and then on the 33rd pick, they picked the receiver, which is dumb because that's what I thought the Bills was going for in the first round. Because you can't give him a 5-year option. You can't give him a 5th-year option.
I'm honestly still trying to figure out why. I mean, there's one thing to get like draft capital, right? Like that's like one thing, but then it's just like it feels like I'm not sure what the move was there. Or they just kind of like I'm not sure. Like the Bills were like, okay, uh, did they just not want to deal with guarantee money? Did they just like were like, oh, Shakir bust? At least we could just like let him go. I'm honestly not sure, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. It's just um, we'll see how it goes. But I mean, like the Texans defense is elite. Their
It
offense
is
is
elite.
still questionable. Even with Davis Mills at quarterback, they're still a very questionable team.
Well, that's the thing about teams with good defense. It's like if you have a fantastic defense, you need to at least make sure that your offense is not making any mistakes. Then, bam, you're already a good team. And that's how pretty much the Broncos got there because they have a great defense and your
Yeah,
offense is not really messing up. And the Bills, like, they can have a tough stretch because right now, as I'm looking, they are the seventh seed.
they're playing Pittsburgh this
They're
week, which
playing
that
Pitt.
one is
That's going to be
sus.
tough. Yeah. And Steelers are looking for a playoff as well. They're sitting at the ninth seed.
Trying to stay in the North.
Yeah, because the Ravens beat the Jets and the Ravens. Remember the Ravens were one and let's go ahead and talk about Pittsburgh played yesterday, right? No,
Yeah, they played on
the
Sunday, I
Bears. It
believe.
was Bears, right?
Yeah.
Should have won
Uh
that game.
I mean, it's one of those things to where if they had Rodgers, they probably
I
would have won.
I
But
doubt
who
that
knows?
because it's like the Bears have a good front seven and
well, they
Aaron
were like
Rodgers lacks
injured.
that.
6 starters out for the Bears. So, although it's like you can say, oh, they had a 41-year-old quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, they could win this game. I honestly, I am not sure because it's like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like every year, we know this every year. They either start off struggling or they start off strong, and then they struggle sometime down the middle or start off strong, and then they'll go on a stretch where they win like their next like 3 or 4 games, and then they go get 9-8 or 10-7, and then they lose in the first round of the playoffs or miss the playoffs entirely. That's just like the Steeler way.
Look at
And
Mason Rudolph's passing chart. Like he's not throwing anywhere in the middle. He was always throwing it off to the sides, but he's finding nobody in the middle. And this is what the
because
Bears backup linebackers, I believe.
I think he knew that. I think even he like they even the Steelers game plan. They knew they're like, okay, we can't trust Mason Rudolph like to throw it deep. So I think like that's what's probably missing. If you had Aaron Rodgers, they're like, hey, we could at least like try to get it throw it deep to DK, if anything. And even then, a couple of those plays from the Steelers, like those were from the defense, especially the strip sack fumble for the TD. That like the Steelers probably would have been had a much larger deficit if you think about it for the during that Bears game. But yeah, they should be surprised that they actually still came up close for it.
Listen to this. So this is from WTF Stats on X. It says this quote: "The Steelers haven't completed a single pass over 20 air yards in the month of November. 0 for 11 with 2 interceptions on such passes in 4 November games. Jameis Winston completed 5 of these against the Lions."
Wow, and it's funny enough, Gunnar Wolski also probably had that stat too when you think about it. Which I'll get to that game in a moment,
Well, we'll get to that game.
but yeah, just let me see. We Steelers Bears. Next one we got Patriots Bengals. I mean the positive side to this is Joe Burrow's coming back. That's the only positive side if anything, but then the issue is now that is T Higgins is now out due to concussion, which hopefully he gets
Got knocked
better.
out on that play.
Like hopefully he gets better, rest and all that, but it's just like I'm not sure that's going to be the issue because we've seen this last year and in 2023 where it's like, oh, well, the Bengals go 9-8 and they miss the playoff. They just either it's like, oh, we needed Joe Burrow in 23, 24, oh, the defense. And now 2025, it's, well, about the same as 24, but a much different story. Thomas, if you want to expand on it, up to you.
Yeah. So, going this game, I knew the Patriots were going to be a tough matchup. I'm surprised the game was as close as it was, but the Bengals holding the Patriots down, and it was 10-0 start, and the defense just collapsed at the kind of towards like the second half or whatever. But it's just one of these games to where like I mean each team had a pick six.
Yeah.
Watching back on Flacco's pick six, it was a horribly thrown ball. Well, it's one of these games to where if we had Jamar Chase, we probably would have won that game for allegedly spitting on fucking Ramsey, which he did not. So came on that statement.
Just let's just keep going.
I felt like my thing is like even if you had Jamar Chase, it's like I felt like the defense just is just not gonna give you guys
It's
enough
like
to get
sus.
the
It's
victory.
very. Well, I mean, it's just like it's like those like it's like saying like Des Carter, for example. Just but it's like still like it's still guaranteed that they will get a touchdown for that game. Like it's just kind of those scenarios. Like oh, well, Des caught it. We're definitely going to get that touchdown. But that's like more like. But you don't know if the Packers defense is gonna stop them on like all those 4 down stops. So that's just.
Well, it's something like this where if you look at these Bengals games, I'm looking at two specifically, and you both know which one I'm talking about. If
Oh,
the defense would have held Brees Hall just to fucking anything, and the defense would have somehow stopped Colston
Colston
Loveland
Loveland.
from not going to win the 50-yard touchdown, the Bengals would be 5-6 right now on the outside looking in, and have once Burrow comes back on Thursday, they'll have a much better shot at making the postseason. It's just that, yeah, it's bad offense, it's bad quarterback play. But the bottom line in the past couple years has always been this defense to where we shouldn't be having guys like the fact that in back-to-back weeks we had a quarterback have a reception touchdown against this defense is fucking sickening to me. It shouldn't make any sense. I remember watching the ending of the Bills Bengals, and I was distraught. I remember hearing the end of Bengals Jets and looking more into it, hearing Brees Hall throw a fucking touchdown pass, which to be
I was
told,
just
it was a great play
distraught.
by Hall.
I was mind blown. It looked like Brees Hall was. I feel like Brees Hall wasn't even like trying to go for a touchdown pass. He was just like, okay, I'm gonna try to go for a run play, but then he was like, oh,
No,
I'm
he
gonna
was
get.
thinking. No, he was thinking of he was trying to throw it, but he thought he was covered, so he just chuck it, and then
Mason Taylor just made the right catch at the perfect time. Basically, like week 1 with Seattle and San Francisco with Tongs, but it was just like, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things.
So
It's just that like Bengals are 3-8. They can theoretically run the table to 9-8, no 9-8 for the third year in a row. The only chance they have making the postseason is as a 7th seed or as the division collapses and we sweep Baltimore and hope that the Steelers can drop an extra game. But I don't see anything that happening this season. Like I've been trying to be optimistic, trying to be hopeful, but it feels like every single week.
It's more like the realistic part of that's.
And I remember watching that shootout game against the Steelers on Thursday Night Football, and I'm like, okay, this is it. Flacco's here. As long as he keeps the ship afloat, time for Joe Burrow to return, we should be good. And then
Those 2 weeks.
Absolute douchebag ruined my life, and I have yet to fucking.
Brees Hall. He's really.
Motherfucker.
It's more. It's just more like I watch those games. I'm like for back-to-back weeks on those games. I was just more distraught. I'm just like thinking like, how? There's like I get it. The Bengals defense is trash, and it's one thing to be trash, right? But then it's like, I guess let me go back to like Seahawks 2020. That first half, Thomas, you know what I'm talking about, right? That Seahawks first half, like it was bad, but they were still able enough to make some plays to like get them to win, even if it's at our worst. But it's like this was just like a whole new level I've just never seen from any team. Like this is just from. Like, I mean, maybe there's actually maybe Jets 2020 with Greg Roman doing that that play with Henry Ruggs getting that
You
touchdown.
mean Greg Williams, not Greg Roman?
Greg Williams, yeah,
Greg Roman's Chargers, I believe.
Greg Williams, I mean, but
Yeah.
but the point is, I'm like, besides maybe 2020's Jets doing that play, that I just have not seen that type of level of like, and it's like he could say, oh, we could blame our defensive coordinator, but it's like I
Zach
don't.
Taylor's more defensive minded. That's the
Or
problem.
no, he's an offensive minded
He's
coach.
offensive. Well,
Yeah, because he
regardless.
was a QB coach for the Rams before he got hired. He
I
like
pulled.
yeah.
I pulled this up like an article. I was looking like is the Bengals on pace for the most points allowed of all time? Yes. So this is what they said. Pro Football Talk on like NBC. So they said Cincinnati has already. So this is after the loss against the Bears. Mind you that this is after the loss.
This
Against
is
the
2 weeks
Bears.
ago.
So 2 weeks ago. So Cincinnati already allowed 300 points this season, by far the most in the NFL. And the Bengals are on pace to break the all-time NFL record for the most points allowed in a season. The Bengals' average of 33.33 points allowed per game puts them on pace to give up 567 points in the 17-game season. That would be the worst ever, breaking the record of 534 points allowed set by the 2024 Panthers. And while this year's Bengals and last year's Panthers allow more points than past teams, in part because the season is longer now than it was in the past, the Bengals averaging of 33 points per game is allowed is actually worse than any other team allowed in the 60-game season as well. So even if you bring like Joe Burrow back, it's like, okay, you bring Joe Burrow back.
It's like you're playing cross fingers defense. That's basically at this point.
And
That's
I keep seeing, and ironically, like I'm seeing the 2015 Oregon. I mean, 2015 Oregon, their offense was great with Vernon Adams, Charles Nelson, Royce Freeman. Their defense sucked. That's why they choked in the Alamo Bowl 31-0. Because once Vernon Adams was out of the game, we can't do any of it. We were shut out until overtime, and even then, overtime wasn't enough to pull over the top against TCU.
Yeah. But anyways, on to the next game. On next game, we got Giants Lions. Well, there we go. The Detroit Lions. I think they're also officially in trouble now. It's like, yes, they got the win versus the Giants, but it's like it still shows it's like they still have some problems. They still. Oh. Yeah, Jameer Gibbs 56.4. Yeah. Tom, didn't you say you had him in Dynasty League or something?
I had him. Yeah, one of my dynasty leagues I had him. Here's the thing. Before you continue, this is also a tale of another player. Well, I guess two. Wan'Dale Robinson, 34 points against me. Fucking hell.
Jameis Winston.
Every time I would open the fantasy app, all I see is Wan'Dale Robinson. I swear, if he was I know he wasn't the one, but if he threw that touchdown pass to Jameis Winston, another great player in that game, I might have just killed myself. This was like the fantasy bowl.
Well, we got some news. Brandon Cooks is officially released, and he's going to sign with the Buffalo Bills.
Makes sense. They need a deep threat.
Yeah, but it's just like, Brandon Cooks I mean, he's not a bad receiver, but it's just like he's just no longer in its like prime or anything. So it's just like, I mean, I guess another weapon. It is what it is. So take what you can get.
Give me one quick second, real quick.
But yeah, Giants though. How many leads have they, or not how many leads? Well, actually, no. How many leads have they blown this season?
5.
It was
got a picture. I got
Broncos game, the Cowboys game week 2, the what else? The this week's Lions game, there was two more games that I can't remember. Oh, yeah, thank you. The game versus the Saints, even then, is just like the Saints pretty much took care of business right afterwards. The Broncos one is just something that's just like you have to study. The Broncos game is just like
All
you're
33 in the fourth quarter. That's just insane.
yeah, then the Bears game. Pretty much again, I think that one was more like if Jackson Stark stayed there, the Giants probably had that game, at least probably win that game by a mere margin. But it's still a fact is like Shane Bowen. This man was involved in all five of those leads during this game. It's just pure insanity. And now, yes, thank you for lighting for putting the news. Shane Bowen is officially fired after what, like a week after they fired Dable, or 2 weeks after they fired
like
Dable.
about a week after, like 2 weeks after they fired Dable, I believe.
So it's just like, and again, like that stat says, Giants could be 7-5 if Shane Bowen was there. I would say more like 6-6 if we're. I'm just saying because of that Saints game, just only because they actually let it like they actually let him like not like only in the game, but like they took care of business right after. So you can make that argument, but yes, it's silently for the tradition of the year. The eliminated trash can.
Already.
For
The
the first
first
time
team.
in back-to-back
First team to
years.
be part of the elimination bin.
And it's not the Titans.
It's not
That is-
that's hold up.
That's
I
the
need to be
insane
told.
part about that. It's not the Tennessee Titans.
That's the thing. It's not the Titans. It's the Giants. That's what's so crazy about this. Like, okay, so the Giants. It was a rebuild phase, but there were certain things that were going for them. When Jackson Dart started playing, he was looking good. Cam Scatterboo was doing fantastic. Like, I was a big fan of Cam Scatterboo. And then the injury against the Giants happened. Against the Eagles happened. And Malik Neighbors out for the season with a torn ACL in their win against the Chargers. And it's like everything just collapsed. Like, they just blowing leads. Like, I thought they had it against Denver, but how? Just how? Again.
It's like
these leads. Like, think about that. So were they? They're 2-10, right? If they have gotten the wins, they would have been like, what? What record would they be if they
I
had
would
those
say
wins?
6-6 because look at this. The Giants game definitely the Cowboys game, sorry. The Cowboys game week 2. They definitely had that in the bag towards the back half of the second half. Towards the back of the second half. Then I watched the Saints game. That one is the one I'm still saying again. They definitely lost that one. They defeated themselves. The Saints actually like stepped up at the second half and everything. So that one I'll give it to the Saints. The Broncos game is what's getting me because it's just like I watched this game. I was like, I picked the Giants. Thomas picked the Giants because we thought, oh, the Broncos, they're coming back from London the week before, traveling back to Denver, mind you, now like going to the East Coast for a game, traveling back to London. So this was going to be probably a time for jet lag. This was going to be the perfect opportunity for the New York Giants to take advantage of this. They did. For all 3 quarters, they had that. And then what else? You know, put the graphic back up. I still got, like, I just want to just see the other games.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. Then it's just like, I don't know. There was like, again, back to the 26-8. I was watching this. I'm like, oh, Denver, even if they score like touchdowns, it's going to be garbage time. I was like 26-16. I'm like, okay, whatever. Game is still set. And it was 26-19, I believe. And after that, I'm like, no way the Giants are going to blow this game. There is no way. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine, whatever. The Giants lost another drive. Now, pretty much, this was it. Like, this was like the turning point. The Broncos got a game-tying touchdown to make it 26-26, and then after that, the Giants with the palm. Then I think the Giants got another touchdown. The Broncos got another touchdown. Or no, Broncos got another touchdown. Giants got the game tying score, and it was like, okay, we're going to go to overtime. That was it. But for some reason, in some way, shape, or form, the defense could not stop for squat. They could not stop for squat. And after that,
Anthony was here.
just kick the field goal to lose the game. It it was just pure insanity. It was just I don't know I don't know what to say for that one. And then the Bears game, that one, the Giants take care of business. We're taking care of business all game. Yes, I get it. Jackson Dart went into concussion protocol for the fourth time, which that's also another thing.
Fourth
That's
time?
also for the fourth time apparently. Thomas,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
yeah,
Fourth time.
and it's like at that point that is a Dayball problem right there. That's another thing. Then yes, I get it. Russell Wilson was playing that game, but it's like you still had the lead. You still had opportunities to still stop them. But guess what? You collapsed once again. And then
Yeah.
finally this week or last week, I guess this past Sunday, the Lions game. The Giants were again taking care of business. Jameis Winston even had a big receiving touchdown. And it was just like, okay, the Lions are likely going to lose this game. And they're probably going to be they're still in trouble. I still say they still have issues to fix on their own. But it's just like, again, I don't know what to think. And it's just like, now, like all right, we can take off the graphic now. It's just like it's like, you could say the Giants are the best 2-10 team, but that's like
No.
no. It's just like
No.
I don't know what you can do now. It's just you're now eliminated from the playoffs. You fire Shane Bowen when it's like way too late. You could have fired him maybe after the Saints game, after the Broncos game. I think after the Broncos game, you should have fired him right there and then because you could have fired him right there and then. You could have probably kept Dayball. You could have been like, Dayball probably got his offense together, whatever, or Kafka, whoever's making play calling. But it's just those
It's
moments.
frustrating.
It's just those moments.
And I felt like, how was Bowen not fired along with Dayball when Dayball got fired against the Bears?
I thought they were just gonna pull they just want to do just tank the rest of their season. I thought that was just they probably just want to tank the rest of the season. Like they know Shane Bowen's gonna be gone after the season anyway, so they're just like, let's just ride him through. But it's just like Giants, I mean, they have potential. They definitely have potential to be a wild card team next year. Despite based on what we've seen so far. They have potential. But it's just now it's like, who is gonna be the coaching staff? Is Joe Shane gonna actually gonna have the right guy next year? That's gonna be the biggest question for them.
So yeah, so if you can't coach better in game-ending scenarios, that's how you get to elimination bin. That's how you get.
Yeah.
That's how you end up there. Just damn it, Giants. Just damn it.
Yeah. What else? We got Vikings Packers. Well, nothing much about this game. Packers won, kind of somewhat ugly. JJ McCarthy
sucks, man. He sucks.
He is
He had
garbage.
a bad game against the Bears, and he sucked against the Packers. And it's like, if you can't compete, then your job's on the line. And now, if he still continue to suck, I think he's going to get released. We're going to go down to one of the biggest what-ifs in NFL history. What if he never torn that meniscus in his rookie year?
What if Sam Darnold re-signed with the Vikings? That's also...
Yeah, what if Sam Darnold got re-signed?
Thomas, you want to expand on your McCarthy thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, there's that. He has a look. So if you were to spike the ball every single play, your pass rating is I think it's 36%. It's shit. He had lower than that. If he would have spiked the ball every single play, he would have way better stats. That's one. Two, also goes to show that he's now out, and we're about to see Max Bowser fucking play against Seattle, which I don't want to watch him play against Seattle.
It's still up in the air right now, but we'll see.
want JJ McCarthy. But like outside of that week one game, actually no, it was that game again. I guess the Lions game. He hasn't been playing well, and he's not even that good. To where it's like I don't
There's
know.
any promise.
Yeah. And the moment he revealed his like alter ego, it was downhill from
Oh,
there.
and 3 now? Is that where we are? 0-3?
Believe so, yeah. Like you can't drop like an alter ego and then be absolute shit. If
It's
you're
like
gonna, if
go
like
ahead.
It's like
that's
a
like
big chest.
what's what is some like alter ego type
Russell
motherfucker?
Wilson,
Yeah, like
because to be fair, he dropped Mr. Unlimited in 2019, but it's just the fact that he went Mr. Unlimited in 2022. That one,
yeah,
it was bad. It was bad. It's just like it's one thing. He's like you can be corny, but it's like as long as you're able to like back it up. You're all. It's like if Nine was playing. Okay, let's just say JJ McCarthy was playing great, right? Those 3 games, I would have not mind the Nine stuff. It's like it's cringy, but it's like it's whatever. It's
yeah,
whatever. But but if you're playing bad, you you gotta stop. You
exactly.
gotta stop at this point. It's just like I get team players have alter egos, but it's like I feel like you have to earn that alter ego ness. Like you have like Russell Wilson at least earned Mr. Unlimited. That one I could at least since that was in 2019, right? Russell Wilson
Yeah,
earned that one. Um, Antonio Brown, Mr. Big Chest, that one. I mean, you can say he earned it, but it was just more for.
He had not earned that.
No, he did not. Okay, yeah, let's just.
He did not earn that. I'm just being straight
That,
up honest with you.
AB. He should have just stayed at AB. He should have just stayed at AB, just his initials, and I think that would have been okay. That's fine. But but yeah, JJ McCarthy is now concussion protocol. There's still a slight chance he could play, depending like his depending on how like his MRI or something is gonna go. But it's likely there's a chance that Max Bosmer, the third string quarterback, or I guess current backup of the Minnesota Vikings, is gonna play Week 13, which I'm a little bit disappointed. We wanted Darnold versus
we wanted
McCarthy,
Darnold versus McCarthy.
or Drew Lock, versus Bosmer, if anything.
You know what? That point, know what? Naylor versus Baltimore. Throw in the rookies.
Bosmer versus um Milrow. Bosmer
Yeah,
versus Milrow would just be at least it's like, you know what? Just see what Milrow has got. Why not? Like I said, just putting him for like a random trick play that we did like earlier in the year. But I mean, it is what it is now. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes in a few days for us. Um, Next one then we have Seahawks Titans. I mean, Seattle won. It was just a bit of a weird game. I was watching it. Times were at least you can say they were coming back, but it was just like it just felt like it was just more like you just knew that game was out of reach, even if like they were quote unquote coming back. So I mean, we got the Vikings. Hopefully it'll be quote unquote better than last Sunday, but
Sam got a revenge game.
Sandar revenge game, yeah. Colts Chiefs. The Chiefs are inevitable. I have been telling Thomas the Chiefs are still inevitable.
No, it was the refs. It was the refs.
I find it funny that even though the Chiefs won, they still went down one spot because because there's 3 teams that are 6-5. The Texans hold a tiebreaker on all of them because of strength of schedule for over Pittsburgh and the win percentage in conference games. But Kansas City, like they're the 10th seed. I thought it would be 9th seed, but they're 10th seed.
It makes me so happy.
Like Chiefs need to win against Dallas to keep their winning record up. I mean, you still got
Denver
you still
one more
don't
time.
have that. Well, you got Denver one more time, but you still got you lost the tiebreaker to Buffalo. You still lost the tiebreaker to Jacksonville. So it's like at that point, like when you have the same record, it's like you have to rely on more than not just one team, but you have to rely on 2 teams.
And not only that, they have the only tiebreaker they have is with Baltimore, and that's but even then that's really going to be, you just got to hope Baltimore collapses via
Yeah,
record wise,
Baltimore is
but
only the fourth seed because they beat Pittsburgh in division games. Baltimore is 2-0 and Pittsburgh is 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, so if it wasn't for the Bengals game, Steelers definitely would be
Steelers would
still
have
on
been the
top.
fourth seed. Baltimore would be 10th seed, and Kansas City would be the ninth seed.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, it's just like I mean, it's not. Am I saying the Colts are frauds? I'm gonna
Yes.
say I don't know. I still don't know what to gauge this Colts team. It's like they're definitely keeping it close. It's not like they're like getting blown out by like, because look, let's look at like their three losses. The Rams game, they should have had that one. They definitely should have had that
Because
one.
Mitchell's a moron.
Yeah. The Steelers game, I think that was probably just their worst game of the season, despite what the score says. It was bad. That game was very bad for the Colts.
Agreed.
And then the Chiefs game, I mean, they had the lead. They were up 17-9,
20
and then 20-9, sorry. And then they just blew it. I'm not sure it says about their defense. I mean, is it going to, I feel like it still says a lot, like, because look, it's the Colts remind me, like, ironically, the 2022 Giants. It's like if they stop Jonathan Taylor to a point, then you have to put the ball on Daniel Jones, and you're gonna see what happens. I'm not saying Daniel Jones is horrible right now, but it has the similarities. I mean, their defense is okay. Their defense is okay,
I'm thinking,
but it's just
I'm just thinking like people on Twitter might be thinking like, oh my god, did Sauce Gardner make the defense absolutely worse? Is that why they blew it against the Chiefs? Is the Colts defense now getting worse ever since they signed Sauce Gardner? Like I'm just having that like visualization in my mind.
but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I feel like I'll wait till the postseason. If the Colts clinch the postseason, I think that's where we're gonna like fully see whether or not they could go against the bigger teams on whoever they face.
Because
Either
it's tough throughout. It's tough here on out for the Colts. They have Texans, Jaguars, Seahawks, 49ers, Jaguars, Texans.
yeah, it's weird. They still
Yikes.
played both Texans and Jaguars twice.
That sucks.
And like the Texans are still alive in the postseason. The Jaguars are inching to clinch the AFC South for the first time since 22. The Seahawks, of course, we know what's their thing. The Niners, despite being injured, they're still going to make it a tough matchup. So at this point it's like the Colts basically got to it's the, I think at this point now the Colts it's pretty much the put up or shut up time for them. So this is it.
Right now, they're just hanging on the 3 seed.
Yeah. And then we got the Jets Ravens. You know, Lightning. I'll give you the.
I don't really have that. I don't really have that much to say. It's just that the Jets.
The
There you
wrong
go.
person, damn it.
It's just
There you
the
go.
Jets are the Jets. We're just pretty much just losing to take games. That game was a lot special because that was actually the first matchup without my grandfather around because he
Yeah,
was a
that's always
Ravens
kinda-
fan. So I didn't really care. It's like if the Jets win, great, but if the Ravens win, that was for him.
Yeah, that was kind of the reason why we're gonna give you the board, like, you know, just to say
Yeah.
at least the win for your grandfather.
At least
Yeah.
John Mechie got a touchdown. So like week 11, week 12, at least John Mechie got touchdowns. So and the offense does look a tad better with Tyrod Taylor, but it's like regardless if you put in Taylor or Fields, it's like it's a lost cause for
Yeah. I mean,
even he agrees.
yeah. I mean, it's just oh,
Oops,
wrong.
sorry.
There you go.
I don't want to be on the center stage. God damn it!
Anyway, so it is what it's a good Ravens win. Or kind of an ugly Ravens win. I don't know how you put it, but I mean, Ravens are 6-5. Finally, after being starting 1-5 of the season, won 5 straight games afterwards. Which now we'll see how they go. Will they keep up the momentum, or will they finally stutter?
They
We'll
still
see
need to
how it
play
goes.
Pittsburgh twice.
They still got to play Pittsburgh twice, which week 18.
And
We'll have to keep an
Cincy
eye on that
twice.
week 18 game.
That Week 18 game will be important for sure.
The Bengals game twice. They have to play. They already played Cleveland twice already, so they play Green Bay and New England. That's both tests for both teams, actually, for both of those games, for both Baltimore and Packers and Baltimore and New England, just to prove who's gonna actually like be real in the AFC, or I guess in the playoffs in general come January. So we'll see how those games go for those three teams. Then we got Browns Raiders. Okay, I don't have to
You wanna
watch the
hear a
flex it.
sad- You want to hear a sad statistic about the Browns?
What?
Shedeur Sanders is actually the first quarterback since the Browns returned
Oh,
in 1999
yeah.
to
Since the
win their
revival.
starting debut.
Yeah, like
My gosh.
it's here. It is. Here it is. I'm gonna go with this. I'm not gonna trash on Shedeur. I'm not gonna trash on Shedeur. All right. I'll say this: Shedeur played an okay-ish game. He played like pretty much how would any backup, like a typical backup would play in that situation against a weak team. Like, because was I expecting much out of Shedeur? Not really. Was I gonna expect much if Dylan Gabriel was starting? Not really. Both quarterbacks. Both quarterbacks. So it's just more. This is a Shedeur versus the world thing, or I think it's just more the media. I think I blame more the media with this than anything, because again, if Shedeur Sanders wasn't the name, and this guy was just a random 5th-round QB, not named Shedeur Sanders, then I don't think it would have gotten that much hype. If we're being kind of for real. But I mean, Shedeur. You did what you did. You did what he had to do against the Raiders. Good for him. The defense, though, I will give credit to the Browns defense. Myles Garrett, he is on pace, and I believe he will actually break the record for most sacks in a season. I will say that. But one key thing: Chip Kelly is finally fired. The highest paid OC in the league at $6 million is now fired.
Stay in college, Chip. Stay in college, man.
I never, when I saw the hire to begin with, when Pete Carroll got hired, I was like, you know what? He may not be the same Pete Carroll, but I thought he's gonna like change the culture, like bring the culture like he did in Seattle. Like bring up like this, like, hey, we're gonna be competing in these games, right? Am I saying the Raiders were gonna be a wild card contender by any means? No. But I thought at best they were going to be like a middle of the road team, like a team that was going to like be there in these games. And I was like, and then they hired Chip Kelly. That hire I was so very about, only because it's just like, I just don't trust it. It's just like, because I think just because what?
It was a hire.
It was a hire because it was like, you could say, oh, he changed, he spent his time in college. He's not going to be running the offense. He's not going to be running like the head coach like he did in Philly or in San Francisco in those times. I was like, okay, maybe at least some ideal optimism, right? Just like maybe he's like, okay, he's probably going to be running the ball on offense. As long as he doesn't like do anything too dumb, I think they should be okay. But it's just not there. Ashton Janty, like he has shown
him.
He never uses them, or even when he's there, he's just getting destroyed. Like he's just getting like stuffed every time I see him. But there is moments. Don't get me wrong. Ashton Janty does show his moments that he can be a good running back. But it's just like, and here's the other thing too, like with Pete Carroll in Seattle, their O line even though they were decent last year, why does every time Pete Carroll touches an O-line, it just turns to hot garbage? I don't understand it. Thomas, do you understand it or no?
No, I've been trying to for years.
Because look at this. When Pete Carroll left, Seattle's offensive line is somehow oddly, I'm not saying a top 5, but it's better than we've seen the last how many years? Like
Forever.
for probably in such a long time, maybe since the Super Bowl era. But it's just like it's just like I'm not saying I expected much for the Raiders this season, but it's just like the Malcolm in the Middle meme of like Dewey is like it was like something about it's like I didn't expect much, but yet I'm still let down.
I wasn't expecting anything, but I'm still let down.
Yeah, that's the meme. That's the meme with the Raiders season in general. Like
Yeah.
that's just like, I mean, you could say, are we gonna fire Pete Carroll? I don't think they're gonna fire Carroll. They know like this is basically his like his retirement like run. They have him for 3 years with a 4th-year option available. So they're likely just gonna do is maybe restructure the team. Is Gino gone? Who knows? It's still up in the air. They're likely we'll see how they go next season, but this has just been a disaster. And surprisingly enough, they're also not eliminated from playoff contention. Another team. Yes, I get it. AFC is kind of weak this year. That's one of the reasons why the Titans are still in it. And the NFC is like a much stronger conference this season, or at least record-wise. Record-wise, they're a stronger conference record-wise. But it's just like I don't know how. I think it's just because like I was probably a bit of a Pete Carroll defender. I was like kind of telling like a friend who was a Raiders fan at the time is like, hey, just give it a process. Like I get it, it's Pete Carroll. Like you are just gonna have these heart attack games. Just expect something. You'll see how it goes. But then after that, it just got worse and worse every week. So it's just like, and Geno Smith, RIP to him this Sunday. He got sacked like I think it was 10 times.
Let me check.
10 times.
I can check. Let me go and check.
Because I know Myles Garrett had 3. That definitely I remember for sure.
Let's see. Yeah, 10 times.
Wow.
10 times. One by Devin Bush, one by Isaiah McGuire, one by Cameron Thomas, 3 from Myles freaking Garrett.
Will win Defensive Player of the Year.
Half a sack from Mike Hall Jr. and 2.5 sacks from Malik Collins. And a half sack for Shelby Harris and Jerome Baker. Time to go to 10.
Jerome Baker, what a name.
What is a name?
It's like we go back to 2024. Like every time we hear Jerome Baker, we're like, oh, he's not on the Browns? Okay, this is just all right. But I mean, yeah, Raiders I think their season's gonna end probably sometime next week, but we'll see how it goes. Jaguars Cardinals, I mean, it's the typical Jags game. We know what's gonna happen.
Isn't it also a typical Cardinals game?
It's both, actually. Actually, good point. It's both.
Yeah.
It's like you have the inconsistency of the Jaguars, but yet they'll still be in the game. Or you have the inconsistency of the Cardinals, which they'll also be in the game, but the Jags just do it slightly better. That's the only difference. This game, I told Thomas last week that watch this be a 21-21 type game. I was close. 24-24. Jags got the field goal, and then I mean Jags won. They're now 7-4. They're keeping the Chiefs down at the moment, but it's still I don't trust the Jaguars even at the slightest. Even last week I was like they're gonna come close to the Cardinals game, and what did we see? It's both games. Same thing with the Cardinals. Honestly, if they have won those one-score games, the Cardinals will be in playoff contention and likely be in competition in the NFC West with the Seahawks, with the Rams, with the 49ers. I think the Cardinals would probably have the best record they actually won those close games. Not only in the NFC West, but likely in the NFC too. But that's still up for debate. But that's the way I've seen those games with the Cardinals. Like they always like come up so short every time. It's just something. Especially the Titans game is also a game to just highlight in general. You can say, "Oh, Amari DeMarcado," but it's like, no, it's also more. I blame Drew Petzing not knowing how to use Kyler. You can say Kyler's fault as well, which is a little bit. It's just, but yeah, no, the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just mediocre with just a trash record. That's how I see the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Falcons. Or I'll get to the game of the America's game of the week eventually in a moment. But Falcons Saints. Kirk O'Chains came back. He came back for one game and one game only. I don't care. It's the trash Saints. He is quote unquote back until he gets destroyed by the whoever they by. Oh no, they play the Jets.
If they lose
before they destroyed by the Buccaneers.
Next week's game between the Jets or Falcons is either going to be peak Jets or it's going to be peak Falcons. You could get both in next week.
Falcons Jets Super Bowl incoming.
I swear that if these two teams go to freaking overtime on Sunday, I'm about to lose my motherfucking mind.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's that game has potential to be like a 3-3 game going into overtime. Or we're going to see fireworks at like 42-42.
It's no in between. This game, I might actually watch this game on my phone on Sunday, Thomas. I might actually pick this game on my phone just to see what chaos ensues.
We have to watch this game.
Before our game.
To the Seahawks Stadium, we're going to have that game
on my phone because I have Sunday ticket. Let's go, Falcons
Jets.
Jets.
Good signal.
Absolute cinema.
Not even wrong though. That's the sad part.
That's the whole point. That's why I said it.
Next one, America's Game of the Week. Kevin Patullo, you are gone, my friend. You are gone.
Hey, let me show you. Hold on. Hold your goddamn horses, man. Hold your goddamn horses. I need to show you some buffoonery.
All right.
Why did you sign this man? Why did you sign this bastard? Why? Did you not see what happened in week 1 when he got cut by the Jets?
Oh.
Did you not see why he was cut from the Jets? And you decided to sign him? Just let the ball bounce in the end zone. And just don't run your fumble. Oh, and that's another thing, too. I'm sorry I'm going on the rant, but I was holding it in ever since we ever freaking start this thing. But listen to this statistic, right? Xavier Gipson has 38 career touches and 12 fumbles, equated to a 32% fumble rate. Get him out. Like, I love Xavier Gipson when he got the game-winning touchdown against the Bills. But, like, after that, like, he was a fumble machine on kickoffs. That's why Aaron Glenn cut his ass against the Steelers, because that costed the game. And that costed him the game as well. I yield my time. Continue.
All right. Yes. Besides from that, Kevin Patullo, you are gone, buddy. I'm not even. Okay, here it is. I'm not an Eagles fan by any slightest, but it's just like.
I hope not.
Okay, let's go with this. Even before the Dallas game, the Eagles offense. How have you messed up so bad by having this probably the best offense? Like in talent wise, the best offense they have probably in forever, ever since Kellen Moore left. How I don't know how the Eagles do it. Remember, 2022, great offense. 2023, hire Brian Johnson. They go regress. They regress a lot and they collapse. 2024, hire Kellen Moore. They become one of the best offenses we have seen. Win the Super Bowl. Great. Now, 2025, Kevin Patullo. See, I don't know. I think this is the point. It's a Nick Sirianni issue. This just like it just feels like this is just a way he just cannot hire. He just cannot find great coordinators. Look at this: 7 carries, 33. Wait, is this for rushing?
This is rushing.
10
Rushing!
carries,
22
22.
yards. Saquon Barkley. This is your guy. Yeah, rushed for 2,000 last year.
2.2 yards on average.
How did the Eagles went from
Probably the best
Why are you not
offense
using Saquon?
in the
Like,
league.
that's what I'm saying. How are you not using Saquon Barkley?
No, how do they misutilizing him too? Because I see it every time Saquon plays. This is like they don't know how to use him, even though it's so simple.
They don't. That's the thing. It's like they don't. I don't even know how many total yards he has.
I don't think he's at 1,000. I'm
he's
not sure. I could be
definitely not
wrong. I could be
1,000.
wrong. I don't think he's at
definitely
1,000.
not 1,000. I'm looking up the statistics.
If he is, that is a miracle on its own. If he is, it's a
He's
miracle.
not even top 5.
No, there's no way. I want to say the only people that the only running back that I know
He's at 684 yards. Brees Hall has more yards than Saquon Barkley.
Huh?
I kid you not. Look at
Listen,
this.
listen.
Look at
Half.
this.
Hang on. Half a
Saquon-
Brees yard. Hang on. Half a Brees Hall's yards came from the Bengals game. So minus those yards.
No, he had a good run game against Pittsburgh.
But either way, it's just like you have the best running back, likely at least a top 5 running back in the NFL, with either Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Jameer Gibbs, and like maybe James Cook and Derrick Henry in the conversation right now.
Wow, Bijan Robinson got snubbed.
Well, Bijan too, but it's just like Bijan's also dealing with running back problems with Zach Robinson. But just I'm talking about this season right now, just for this season right now. But it's just like how I don't know. I honestly don't know. Do you Kevin Patullo's fired probably after the season. There's no way they keep him. I'm not sure who they hire. They hired back-to-back Chargers coordinators. Like they hired Shane Stockton. He was a Chargers coordinator before he went to Philly. He's now went to Indy. They brought in Kellen Moore, who was with the Chargers before he went to Philly. He's now the Saints head coach. Who would they bring in? Greg Roman?
With 567 yards.
I feel like Greg Roman would 100% got Saquon Barkley to 1,000 yards at this point. Brian Dable, Mike McDaniel. Who else? Kevin Stefanski,
Shane Waldron.
maybe even Zach Taylor. Yes, it's that point. Yes. I'm not even even though I'm being serious at this point. Zach Taylor likely gets 1,000 yards out of Saquon Barkley because it's so simple. But
what's so frustrating? It's like it's not only against like Dallas, like your most hated divisional rival.
It's one of the worst defenses.
And their Cowboys defense is bad. It's been bad all season. Philly, like they got shut out in the second half. Dallas actually performed well on defense. They made Saquon fumble. They popped Xavier Gibson and just got a game-winning field
Props to
goal.
special teams there.
Yeah, but still, it's like Dallas defense actually came to town on the Eagles. And the Eagles did just the only kind of offense they got was peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
But you know what? I will end this positive for Dallas at least. I mean, they won a home game for R.I.P. Nealon. That's at least I could go with that. I'm not saying that's the excuse why they won, as just saying Dallas took advantage of what Philly couldn't do.
And George Pickens have officially reached 1,000 yards in the season.
Dude. Oh yeah, someone made a TikTok by the way about the about the Steelers. So they traded for DK. They traded away George Pickens, and the Steelers still lost. Because guess what? JSN, leading the league in receiving yards, and now broke the record Broke DK's record, by the way, for most receiving yards in a season. Clap to that. Clap to that. And then George Pickens, despite being the quote unquote wide receiver 2 on the Dallas Cowboys, he is having the best season of his career by far. And Jerry Jones is gonna have a trouble signing him now. That's gonna be an issue in the future. But George Pickens has shown that he has been held back. He has shown that he can take offenses to great lanes, and he has not crashed out as much. And meanwhile, DK, he's at maybe at 600 now, 500 and something.
Let me check the stats again because you guys
because Thomas and I looked at it last week about DK's stats in a season.
I'm just kidding. I don't either. Let's see. DK. 573.
Dear Lord. And this man, and this is why Seattle got rid of him in a sense, because people were wondering, like, why do we give up that much? Why do we give up so little for DK Metcalf, who's the top receiver? This is kind of the reason why. Even in Seattle, you still have those similar issues. You could say, oh, the Arthur Smith offense, but it's just, I don't think it's more. It just feels like it's more than that. You finally get to see why Seattle got rid of him, and you see why JSN, even last year, he has shown to be the better overall wide receiver 1 than anything. So there's that. But then finally, Sunday Night Football, Rams destroyed the Buccaneers. Even before Baker was hurt, it was bad.
It was bad, man.
Yeah. Now Baker is likely going to be out for probably a bit, depending on how his shoulder injury. It sounds like
he sprained AC joint. It's a sprained shoulder AC joint.
It sounds like they want to put him against the Cardinals game this weekend, but we'll see how he does. I feel like they're likely will start Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, just for this week, that's a potential shot we will see. But yeah, the Rams look like they're probably going to be a Super Bowl favorite. They're definitely a Super Bowl favorite as of right now in the NFC. Ooh, nice. Nice.
That was nice.
Yeah. But yeah, and then Monday Night Football, pick.
I streamed that game, and it was a frustrating. It was a frustrating experience because, like, Panthers defense was doing all right in the first half, but the problem was they're not getting anything out of those interceptions. Like, you got 2 interceptions by J.C. Horn, who's now in concussion now, and Mike Jackson picked one, but you got 3 points out of those 3 interceptions. One of them, Bryce Young said, "Oh, wait, that's not my ball. Here, have it back." If he's trying to throw it the back in the end zone, when he could have just run it.
Yeah.
Like, whoever the Panthers want to do good, it's like they are halting. It's like, we want you to do good.
And this is what I've been saying throughout the season. This is the duality of Bryce Young. And I have watched these Panthers games. I watched these games, and I'm like looking. It's like the Panthers really have a chance. Like you said, like they really have a chance to be something special. They have a really chance to not only be not only be like a decent team, but leading the NFC South again. It's like, look at this. Like, they lose to the Saints by only scoring 1 touchdown, and then the next week they have a shootout against the Atlanta Falcons, and then the following week it's like, okay, this is going to be a tough game for the Niners, which it was in a way, but then it's just like Bryce Young. It just like looks like he's a bust, or he looks like an MVP candidate. There's no in between with Bryce Young every week. It's always like a duality of him.
I feel the same way with Trevor Lawrence too.
Trevor Lawrence too, but it's just like, it's like now next offseason, unless Bryce Young somehow just change it up, like he officially stop being inconsistent and goes on a tear. We still don't know what Bryce Young is going to be. It's like you could say, well, we'll put him for a 5th-year option, but still, it's still a mystery. It's like he's shown to be the number one. He's shown Flash to be the number one pick. He's shown games. He has shown to be the number one pick. But then there's like a few games we've seen that like they just stinkers. There's just like, oh, this is the Bryce Young we knew. This is the Bryce Young we saw in 23 and early 24. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the Panthers are going to think of because I don't think it's Dave Canales. He's been doing well. He's been doing everything he can.
For his second season, he is improving.
Yeah.
There is improvement.
6-0 if they win the coin toss. Apparently they lost the coin toss apparently, so
Oh yeah.
so win the coin toss. You got to win the coin toss from now on. But anyways, so yeah, now with all the games being settled, we are now going to go straight to week 13 pick'ems.
Oh joy.
So, all right. Well, so here we go. So records last. Oh shoot, I forgot to put the current records. Well, I'll put them at the end of the episode. I'll put it at the end of the episode. But last week, Thomas went 6-8. I went 12-2. But let's begin.
Oh great, I'm gonna suck. Am I?
So first game, we have Thanksgiving morning or Thanksgiving early afternoon football, depending on your time zone. We got the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Both teams basically must win here to stay alive. Not only for the NFC North race, but likely for the playoffs too, based on how tight it is. This is such a weird game. I don't know how to gauge it, but I think since the Packers last time they've dealt with the John Morton offense, this time Dan Campbell is in charge. I think the Lions are going to split this series. I don't see the Packers going to sweep them.
Your face been frozen for like a minute now.
What?
It always does that.
All right, Thomas. Green Bay or Detroit?
I'm gonna take Detroit to split the series to make this.
Do you have like an
or
Do you have an Excel sheet?
I'm using Google Sheets right now. Yeah, that's how I do them.
How are you not sharing it?
Here's some news a while back. The laptop era is over.
Oh dang.
So Thomas is finally happy that the laptop era is over.
It would take him fucking like 8 hours just to turn it on.
Or just to get to Google. But anyways, I have a tablet, and unfortunately, you cannot share on tablets.
That's a shame.
Yeah, so right now I'm just going based on I'm just gonna just speak during the time. So, but Lightning, Packers or Lions, first Thanksgiving game on the board.
Tough. That is tough.
Must-win game for both right here.
Yeah, that is very tough. I say, you know what? Just give me Packers. Give me Packers.
Oh, sweep. Taking the sweep. All right. All right, next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs going against the Dallas Cowboys. Another must-win game for both sides. Dallas were 3-5, now back at 500 with a record of 5-1. They probably they're riding high after the win versus the Eagles, looking like they may have a shot to fight for a wild card spot, most likely the 7th seed at the moment, but this is also a must-win game for the Kansas City Chiefs too, to see if they have a shot. If they lose this game, then I think this is we'll have the discussion of the Chiefs possibly missing the playoffs. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I think Dallas got lucky that they are playing against Matt Nagy's offense, so there's a chance Dallas could get the win. But I think I'd rather trust the Chiefs a bit more though. All right, Thomas, Chiefs or the Cowboys?
Can I root for a tie? I don't want either of these teams to win.
Up to you, but if you want to pick a team for the sake of the pick'ems.
I'm gonna pick the Cowboys just so the Chiefs cannot make the postseason.
All right. Lightning.
Chiefs because of BS magic.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I'm kind of seeing this. It's just more the inevitable. That's how I'm seeing it. Next one, we
Especially
got.
on national television. Hell yeah, brother.
Wait, hold on. I put Bengals Chargers on the pick'ems. I meant to put Bengals Ravens. But Bengals Ravens Thanksgiving night. Joe Burrow's officially back on the roster after being out since week two. Since week two of that Jaguars game. This game is going to be a weird one here. I don't know what. I could definitely see the Bengals pulling the upset here just because, like, Burrow's coming back. Maybe he slings the ball here. But I think it's in since it's Baltimore, I'm just gonna take the I'm gonna take the Ravens. Thomas, you want to go last or in this one?
I can go last.
All right, Lightning.
I think Ravens are gonna demolish the Bengals.
Okay.
It's just those games. It's like I feel like it's gonna be closer than maybe people are expecting. I I really don't know. It could be like last year's Thursday night game in Week 10, but I don't want to talk about the ending there. But yeah, but Ravens for the Lightning. All right, Thomas, you want to go ahead?
I'm gonna take my Bengals for a bounce back, season turning win, and just so I don't want to go to bed Thanksgiving night all sad. Somebody here wants a ride from the airport.
Hey, hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey. We don't need to get into details now. But next one, Bears and Eagles. All right, Thomas, can I try to convince you to root for the Bears this week?
You can try.
Look at this. Let's think about this in the rooting guide Stanford for the Seahawks, right? The Bears, despite leading the NFC North, right? Both teams leading their own divisions. Um, let's think about this. We need kind of Philly to lose in this situation. All right. If they lose and Seattle wins, and we somehow beat the Rams, Week 16, we have a slight shot. We have a slight at clinching the NFC West and potentially have a number one seed.
That's great, no, but I don't like Caleb Williams.
All right. Well, I'm still picking the Bears because I don't trust the Eagles' offense. All right, Thomas.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles because
All
I don't
right.
like Caleb Williams.
Dang. I thought it would convince you. I thought you would for the rooting guide. But all right, Lightning.
I say Eagles because it's like they can have such a crappy offensive performance, but they could just find a freaking BS way to win. They're worse in BS matching than the Eagles this season, than the
I
Chiefs this season.
it's just like this game is just gonna be weird. It's like you don't know what to expect from both teams. Like the Bears defense is a bit is injured right now to heck, but like the offense has been better throughout the last few weeks, so that's kind of like I feel like I trust the Bears offense more to like put up to go against actually their former defensive coordinator in Vic Fangio. Um so I think Ben Johnson will have a game plan for him. That's the feeling I'm getting. But next game, and that's the Black Friday game, by the way, for anyone
Uh-huh.
that needs to know. But next one, we got 49ers and the Browns. 49ers coming away with an ugly loss against the Carolina Panthers on Monday Night
Ugly
Ugly
Football.
win.
An ugly win, sorry. Ugly win.
Get your facts right, fool.
God damn it!
Ugly win versus the Panthers on Monday Night Football, and now they're going to Cleveland in the cold. I'm not. Shador is officially starting for this game, even though Dylan Gabriel seems like he's going to be a healthy scratch, but they're
They're
going
they're starting Shador even with Gabriel out of concussion protocol.
yeah. So I can see this being a potential trap game. Again, I feel like it says more about the Browns defense. than really about. It says more about the Browns defense than it says about their offense. Even if Dylan Gabriel, again, even if Dylan Gabriel was starting this game, I could definitely see a trap game in some way. But the Niners definitely need to stay alive in this NFC West race. I think they're going to have enough to do it. So give me the 49ers.
49ers.
49ers for
Browns.
Lightning. Browns. Okay.
I can see Miles Garrett feasting.
Yeah, because again, Brock Purdy struggled last week. We could see a scenario where they struggle again, and this time being in Cleveland. So this is potential trap game. I'm saying this is potential trap game right here. Next one, we got Jaguars and the Titans. Jaguars remain the Jaguars in terms of inconsistency. Meanwhile, the Titans, they have looked better the last couple of weeks, but it's still I don't know. It's a game where I can see the Jaguars losing more because
You
it's a
know
division.
what? I can totally see the Titans do a Jaguars thing and Jaguars lose to the Titans. So with that being said, give me the Titans on this one.
Oh, Thomas,
I
you
can
want
see
to?
one of
Oh,
those
go ahead.
where the Jaguars are on the rise, and then they're gonna have like a low blow, like what happened with the Texans. I can see the same thing with the Titans.
Yeah, Cam Ward has looked a tiny bit better despite what his weapons are, but Thomas, you want to go ahead on this one?
I am going to pick the Jaguars.
Oh, because you have them going for the AFC South, right?
I have them going for the AFC South, and I need them to win to keep that alive.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Jaguars just mainly because it's a safe bet, but it's something I could see. I could see this happening. Next one, speaking of AC South, another AC South battle: Texans Colts. The game of the early game of the week here. Early game of the week. This is something to see. This is the Colts are going to go against this great defense right here. So this is not going to be an easy game, especially also being an AC South game too. If the Texans win this, they're definitely have a chance to win the AC South with this win right here. But if they lose, then it's gonna be tough. CJ Stroud. It sounds like he might play this game. It sounds like he might come back, but I think I still would rather trust the Colts right now. It's in Indianapolis. If it wasn't Houston, I would consider the upset. But give me the Colts. Thomas?
I got the Texans.
Texans,
I think with their dominant defense, they are going to hold back Jonathan Taylor, and it's going to turn into the Daniel Jones show.
You know what? I'm with Thomas on that one. Like if you just shut down Jonathan Taylor and just force Daniel Jones to make these like back-breaking mistakes, like what they did to Josh Allen, I can see the Texans win this one against the Colts, and they could just shoot for second place in the AFC South and claim one of the wild card spots.
It's tough. Like AFC South, it's weirdly competitive this season. So it's just you don't know what to expect. It's gonna be a fun game though. It will be a fun game. Next one, we got a tank bowl here. We got the New Orleans Saints going to Miami against the Dolphins. Dolphins got a win a couple weeks ago again in Spain versus the Commanders. Meanwhile, the Saints coming off a tough loss versus the division rival in the Atlanta Falcons. Again, both teams you can see either way going. But I think the Dolphins have the better offense to do it, so give me Miami.
Give me Miami.
Give me Miami.
Miami sweep, huh? I thought we would at least get one Saint. I thought maybe one Saint, but I think it was in New Orleans. I think it's those ones like it was in New Orleans. I would probably take the home team, but give me Miami. Next one. Oh, the absolute cinema of a game. Falcons and the Jets.
Yeah.
Give me the Jets. I feel like they're just going to do peak Jets. Win a game where it doesn't really matter the most. They're going to freaking win it. So just give me the Jets.
Thomas, what are you going for?
JTAES. Jets.
Jets. You know what? Kirk. Even though it's not Kirktober no more, it's still Kirk-Vember, baby. I am going with the Atlanta Falcons. I was going back and forth on this. But I believe again. Kirko Chains, give me this false hope that you're not washed. Give me a false hope.
Give me the
Next,
50-50 overtime ending.
next one we got the we got the Cardinals and the Buccaneers. A game that's this is gonna be such a weird game. If Baker plays, I still think it's gonna be close. But it's just like I don't know what to think. But I'm gonna stick with the Buccaneers. I put the Cardinals' fate once a couple weeks ago. Did not work out for me a lot. But I think Teddy Bridgewater could probably manage enough on the offense to beat the Cardinals if he starts. All right, Thomas.
I'm also going to take the Cardinals.
Oh,
I
you're taking the Cardinals, duh.
Yeah, nothing against the Bucks. It's just that with between Baker's injury and Brissett
Everyone's injured.
playing well, I just trust a more complete and healthy team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Buccaneers is a must win because
we
now the Panthers are half a game behind the Buccaneers. They still have to play each other twice. So, like, this is the Buccaneers must win, and the Panthers win, they will take control of the NFC South for a time being. So, I would say, though, like, just Buccaneers should take care of it. I think Buccaneers get it.
but it's just like a weird game. Like it if
Mhm.
again 3 weeks ago, I definitely would have said Buccaneers guaranteed. Like no hesitation. But it's just like this is just it's just a weird matchup because the Buccaneers are injured to hell and back. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are just like very mediocre. But it's just like you could definitely see a great game out of Bam Knight and Amari DiMaccardo. So it's something I would say it's something to watch if you are the Buccaneers defense because they are also injured. They're also injured to heck too. So it's a weird game. But next one, Rams, Panthers,
Rams.
Rams,
Rams,
Rams.
unfortunately,
Rams are
Bryce
gonna
Young is
pit
going to
slap the
die.
Panthers.
If the Panthers won yesterday, like in a convincing way, I it would probably be more of a it would be more of a conversation. But the Rams have like their Rams are Super Bowl contenders. Like bias aside, they have shown they
Mhm.
definitely. But next one we got. I'll save the last. I'll save it late after the game till when we get there. But first one we got the Bills and the Steelers. Both suspect teams. Both teams in must-win territory right here. I don't know what to do. I Aaron
Mhm.
Rodgers sounds like he is going to likely come back to likely he's going to play this game. It sounds almost guaranteed, but it's just I don't know what to do. You want lightning? I'll give you this one first. I'll let you
Why did you let me go first? I am having
unless you
trouble
want Thomas to go
understanding.
first. We'll let him do it.
Whoa,
Well,
whoa, no, 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 no,
Uh,
no, no, no. I respect my elders.
you respect your elders, huh? Uh, you know what? Just give me Steelers because the standard's the standard. 9-8 Super Bowl is still there for him.
I guess if the Bills lose, it's still like yeah they're probably at loss for the AC East, but they're definitely you can still make the argument they'll make the wild card. But you want
Anthony
Tom?
still isn't even home yet.
I thought he would be home at this point, but all right. Well,
Mhm.
we're already at this point in the show. But Thomas, Bills or the Steelers?
I'm gonna take the Bills for a hopeful bounce back. If Josh
It,
Allen can limit those turnovers, the Bills should be just fine.
I mean, the Steelers' defense is a weaker defense than the Texans, so I'm gonna go with the Bills. It's
You're
just,
in New Jersey traffic.
it's just, I'm gonna go with the Bills, but it's a game that's just, I could go either way, but it's just next one, Raiders, Chargers. I don't care if Chip Kelly is fired. Raiders lose by the
Chargers.
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 LA
Chargers,
sweep.
Chargers, Chargers.
If the Chargers lose this game, I will laugh though. I will laugh because I mean, here's the one thing. Oh yeah, speaking of rivalry week, once again, back to the whole rivalry conversation. Pete versus Jim, part two. So this is so they're still even despite what the records are, and Chip Kelly being fired. Maybe this is the way that maybe this is the chance the Raiders could pull the upset. But
Oh, by the way, forgot to mention when we were covering like the Panthers. According to Tom Pelissero, the NFL is suspending Panthers safety Trayvon Moehrig 1 game without pay for his low blow onto Juwan Jennings on Monday night.
Oh yeah, did see that.
So he will not play against the Rams.
So yeah, either way, even if he was, even if he did play, it's still.
So, speaking of rivalry week, since we're on the topic of that, so the Oregon's mascot is like on Twitter, and he's been bashing on Washington's mascot, and the roasts are just so stupid, but it's just so funny.
Social media ads are funny.
The duck on Twitter or X, it says Harry the Husky's favorite teacher is Miss Trunchbull. And then there's just a lot more than just this. He says Harry the Husky flosses in gas station bathrooms.
That's fuck. Your mascot's a dick.
What's that?
It's peak.
Oh, it's the Oregon Duck. The Oregon Duck is the best mascot in college.
He lost his head like a month ago.
Who freaking cares that he lost his head? There's more.
Beauty of rivalry, correct.
Incorrect.
Here's more. Harry the Husky thought Ice Spice was a drink at Starbucks.
Oh! You know what? Get props to social media admins. Let's get props. Last week, Atlanta versus New Orleans, also another rivalry week. Both of them were going at each other, but both the Hawks and Falcons both took the wins versus the Pelicans and the Saints this weekend. So it was also much more peak. It was insane. But this is the peak of rivalry week. Just, it's such amazing. But next one, we got the game of the week. The late afternoon game of the week here, folks, on Fox. This is what we've been waiting for after months. Ever since the schedule came out. Since May 15 of 2025. This is the game we've been waiting for, folks. Vikings and the Seahawks.
About Broncos, Commanders, and Giants, Patriots?
We'll get to the. I'm going to the late afternoon slot. There's still. We'll get to the late afternoon games right now, but or the Sunday night games.
I'm just gonna plead my case before I let you two go ahead and share your.
All right. You know what? I'll go last. Thomas, you go ahead. I'll go last in this one.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Or actually, you want me to go first? Because
no, go ahead.
Go. All right. Well, look at this. It's been a long time. We've been waiting for a while now. Yes, it may not be the same if JJ McCarthy's out, but this is the game for Sam Darnold. I know Brian Flores is gonna put up a hell of a fight. I will agree to that. He will put up a hell of a fight on Sunday, but this is the game that will prove not only Seattle's for real, but this is the game that Sam Darnold will be like, kind of like Jake Browning he did to the Vikings a couple years back. You should have freaking resigned me. But give me the Seahawks. Thomas, you wanna? I feel like I know where you're leaning towards to, but go ahead.
Also going to be taking the Seahawks and Darnold in his revenge game. He's going to finally show to the Vikings why they should have kept him, instead of letting him walk in free agency, letting that Jim Harbaugh merchant of a quarterback lead this team. Even though he's not even playing, I don't care. He will continue to catch strays. So, with all that being said, I have Seattle absolutely destroying this team, 40-0. Looking for a
Oh,
shutout, looking for a blowout, looking for a good time.
Drew Lock will play this game. That's basically he's guaranteeing a
Yep.
Drew Lock.
Drew
A Drew
Lock will
Lock
come in the
guaranteed.
second half. He will also have like 3 different touchdowns.
What if Milrow comes? Okay, if Milrow comes in, it's over. That's it. If Milrow comes in, it's over. That's all I'm saying. But yes, this is it. Peak Cinema coming to Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Uh, but yeah, next one we finally got the night games. Here we go. Broncos Commanders. Okay.
Broncos.
Before we start, Thomas, how in this world did we not get flexed? How did we not get flexed?
Yeah.
I get it. The Vikings are not doing great, but it's still a better matchup on paper. On paper, it's still like a
BS.
better matchup that we did not get flexed for this. But you know what? Give me the Broncos. Lighting saying the Broncos. Broncos guaranteed?
Broncos guaranteed.
Broncos guaranteed. If the Commanders pulled it, oh yeah, if Jaden Daniels plays this game, R.I.P. to him. He's going against one of the best defenses in the league. That is not the best game you should put him in.
Absolutely.
Like, but we got 3 more games. I will let you know what the other games are, but we'll start with Monday Night Football. Giants, Patriots. Shane Bowen is gone. Is this a potential chance the Giants defense could again, I think this game's gonna be closer. This game might be this game feels like a 1-score game. But Lighting said the Patriots. I'm gonna go Patriots.
I'm also gonna go Patriots.
Also gonna go Patriots. Already. Now here we go. I have 2 games on the board because since we're going back to the rivalry week, I'm gonna start with the first game on hand before I get to the other game. Ohio State, Michigan, the game. This is even though Michigan is at ranked 15, Ohio is still the number 1 ranked in the country. We know how these games go. This game's in Ann Arbor. Last time, Ohio State put up more of a fight than at home. Put up more of a fight and a legit fight than their game last time when they were trying to prevent them from putting the flag into midfield. That I remember that. Again, this is going to be the game. If Ohio State loses, well, Oregon has a shot if they win, but unless Washington pulls it off, but I think the streak is going to continue. Give me Michigan. You know what? Who wants to go first for this one? You want to go last for this one, or?
I don't care.
All right. You know, Thomas, go ahead. Who do you have for this game?
I have Ohio State. They've been
State.
way too dominant. Michigan has not looked its best recently.
I mean, they have a better offense this year for Michigan, but this is it for Ohio State. Even if they win the Natty again, you still lose to Michigan. All right, Lightning. Who do you got in this one?
They won a close one against Texas early on, and they only played one other ranked team, and that was Illinois. And of course, keep an eye on the college football playoff rankings to see where they're going to place these teams. So it's at Ann Arbor. Michigan's on a streak against Ohio State. But the question is, does Ohio State get the win? I want Michigan to win, but with how dominant the Ohio State has been all season, like they only have one game decided by one possession, and that was the first game of the season. They have been dominant. Unfortunately, just give me the Buckeyes to win that one.
Oh. All right. We're going. All right, 2 for the Buckeyes. All right. Well, then now time for the final game, which is, well, I think if you didn't suspect already, but Oregon and Washington.
You bastard.
Yeah, I had to put these 2 games.
You bastard.
Since you guys were coming, I had to put it in. Otherwise, I was just going to put Ohio State and Michigan. That was just going to be the but I'll go first. And hear me out. I know I kind of know where the status for both teams are at, but I am still going to decide via coin flip.
Oh
Uh,
goodness, the coin flip.
so here it is, a standard U.S. quarter that's not
U.S.
been
State
extinct.
frozen.
Oh wait, oh yeah, hold on. A standard U.S. quarter that's not been extinct. Uh, like the penny. Uh, I
R.I.P. Penny.
will. Heads is gonna go to Washington since they're home team, and tails will go to Oregon since they're the road team. All right. So here we go. Hold on. Let me
That
try
was a
this
terrible
again.
flip.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going with Oregon.
Learn Uber, motherfucker. Learn Uber.
Hey! The coin decided for me, so we'll see.
You can't even flip the damn
If
coin.
I pick no, hear me out. If I pick any team like without the coin, I'm afraid about the jinx. That's why I picked the coin to decide this one. But yeah, who wants to go first? Here. Just or you want me to coin flip it to give you the decision?
If you can even flip it right.
All right. Call it.
Tails.
It's had sliding. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, all I am saying is that I am definitely nervous because pretty much if Oregon wins, I think we are locked in for the CFP.
Yeah.
But Washington, from compared to last year, they are a better team this year. 8-3. They're 5-3 in the conference play. We're only 7-1 since we took that loss to Indiana. But Dante Moore's just got to be Dante Moore. That's all I have to say. Kenyon Sadiq has been incredible. We need to keep on making sure he's doing wondrous things. We got to put the pressure onto Demon Williams. Pretty much, these two quarterbacks are like kind of like identical in stats. Dante Moore with 23 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Demon Williams has 19 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And they are player. And I think the running game is a little similar, but this time, Jonah Coleman of Washington, 14 touchdowns. We got to stop the run game. Like I think it's gonna be a physical fight.
All
Or
right.
I think this game is going to be close. I think it's going to be like, give me like I'm thinking like a 31-27 kind of victory from Oregon. So
Oh,
give me 31-27 Oregon.
all right. Thomas. I guess this is more a matter of score prediction. We already know. What it is.
I suspect a high scoring shootout bloodbath. Give me Washington 45-42.
All right.
I can also
Well.
see that game being high scoring as well.
All right. Well, Anthony. If you want to pick the two college football games, you're still here. Who do you
Fucking better,
got?
dude.
So, Thomas, I give you a handshake.
Oh, there
Good
you
luck on Saturday.
Good luck.
May the better team win.
Yes.
May the better team win.
Better team. All right, Anthony. Who do you got? Oh, he says he'll go for the Ducks, 35-33.
It's going to be close. That's all I'm going to say.
No, you know what? Just because of that, SOG, you are walking.
For what?
And
That's
he's-
Anthony's decision.
I don't
I'd
care.
let the coin. I let the coin decide my
And
fate.
if
And
he's
then
going
Michigan
Michigan.
21-19.
21-19 Michigan. All right, split even on Michigan. Okay, but these are our pick'ems, everybody. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Y'all have a great week. I feel an upset in Ann Arbor. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great
Hang on.
weekend. What?
It's Thanksgiving. Are we really about to end this show without saying what we are thankful for. You
Oh,
ungrateful bastards.
you know what? Good point. Good point. You know
You
what?
absolute
Should we
shit.
let Anthony go first, just because he's the guest in the guest? Anthony, if
Comment
you're still
boy.
here, we'll give him a minute. We'll give him like 2 minutes to see if he's gonna answer this.
I'm just thankful for the life I've been given. Every opportunity I've been given, the ups and downs in life, and making me learn what better things will come. My
Yeah.
friends, my family. And of course, I'm looking forward for the 3 F's on Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
Food, family, and glorious football.
Yeah, I'm thankful for family, friends, and Senate Hall basketball, baby. All right, Thomas, you want to go ahead?
Thanks to my friends, obviously all you guys. Thankful for my girlfriend and Carrie. Could not imagine my life without her. Had fucking 11 months of knowing her. It's been great. Also thankful for the fucking government shutdown for ending because Delta Airlines might have been fucked over.
Yeah, I got a notification from Delta today, but it was just telling me like, "Oh, let's get ready for your flight on Friday." I'm like, "Okay, thank God."
Show it, goddammit.
You just butchered the pronunciation of my school, deadbeat.
I'm
Well,
also
be here. Be here then.
I'm also I'm definitely thankful. Of course, I'm thankful for Dana. Of course, like she's the one who just recalibrated my life. I don't know where I'll be without her.
All right. Well, I'm thankful for my friends, like all you guys, once again. Even though it's been a crazy year, but this is definitely. I think we all find in some way we kept each other sane in some way, shape, or form. Some. Oh, he
You too.
answered.
So what does I hear about me? I legitimately just got home. So.
Know what? You may speak. Go right ahead.
Go ahead.
It's Seaton, not Seton.
Seeing. Okay.
Seton Hall, goddammit.
Jason Kidd, everybody. Jason Kidd.
It's what Jason Kidd's thankful for. I think no Nico Harris, Cooper Flat, and the potential rebuild that will come with it.
Yeah. But again, like thank you, especially like thank Thomas for giving me for the ticket to Seahawks Vikings. Again, it was a very big shock. It was, I guess both you and Carrie, right? I guess both you guys were involved in the in the transaction. It was a surprise. I've been saying, even though for years and years I say to myself, one day I will visit Lumen Field, or CenturyLink Field at the time.
Sunday's the day.
Yeah,
Yes, we finally made it.
it feels weird. It's like, again, I tell Thomas, like, despite it's being happening, like this with the even with the government shutdown ending, it's just like it still feels like it's unreal. It feels like there's just like, not saying like anything bad will happen, but it's just like there's just like it just feels like it's just I never expect the day would come this fast. I guess that's like, you know, I thought I had more odds of going to SoFi Stadium before going to Lumen Field for obvious reasons.
We just got a little bit of news. So North Texas coach Eric Morris is expected to become the next coach at Oklahoma State, and he's going to set to be the coach the remaining games, potential American Conference title game appearance, and the CFP bid.
Wow.
Nice.
Man.
But yeah, like, again, thank you for my family, like everyone else. Thank you for the Seahawks. Thank you for Sam Darnold for being great this season. Thank you for the Pistons.
Oh, boo!
Finally making the playoffs. Finally.
His mic.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
He got so excited. He went muted.
Lightning, shout out your teams. Be thankful for them now.
No. Oh, my.
13 wins in a row. 13 wins in a row.
We're done.
Fine. One more thing. I will not like to thank the Michigan Panthers, though. Even though yes, they're out, but they ended the Birmingham Stallions season. But anyways, Thomas, you want to think the did you want to think the
I'm thankful for the defenders, baby.
yeah.
Yeah, still UFL defending champions.
I know Thomas is thankful for the Battlehawks destroying beating the Stallions. I know he's
We
thankful for
are.
that. And
I,
the
the
Showboats are
Mariners.
thankful for winning their Super Bowl, their
Well, fuck
UFL
me, I guess.
champion. I don't know how they lost. Stallions lost that game, but yeah. But I know Anthony. I know you're thankful for a certain basketball team this year.
The
That is
first
not the
championship
Pistons.
I've gotten to enjoy in my lifetime, where I wasn't like 4 or 5 years old. So, my beautiful Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm thankful a little bit, I guess, for the New York Yankees. I mean, I'm
Matthew
more just
Stafford all
thankful
year.
they beat the Red Sox. Truth be told.
Yeah, but yeah,
I am thankful for the 7 weeks I got with Cam Scattaboo. I miss it.
Your boy.
yeah.
I hope he comes back stronger in 26. I'm thankful for my boy Dart. Neighbors will hopefully be healthy and get
Thankful
to play
for
with
the
Dart
Bowen firing.
for more than a half. Yeah, I guess.
What about
the
Russ?
Devils have been free falling a bit. I'm thankful for that one moon ball he threw to Malik Neighbors against the Cowboys in that game that we lost.
There was another thing I said I'd like to be
Oh,
thankful.
you know who I'm not
Oh.
thankful for?
Who?
Hickories in the NFL decide to break records against the Giants any given Sunday. It's a curse at this rate. I'm convinced. There's
I mean,
oh
I'm
yeah.
talking about the sports. The Mariners. Going to a game this past season was fucking life changing. But being this close to the first World Series appearance and it just being torn away from me, and my semi-caring girlfriend for just turning on the fucking Seahawks game and letting me cry there for half a fucking hour. The fuck. But
James Larson just pulled out a news.
What?
Former UFL MVP Bryce Purvis has signed with the CFL's Winnipeg Blue.
Huh?
the fuck?
Yep.
I thought he was gonna be an aviator. I thought it was gonna be like,
Nope.
oh,
He's with the Blue
well,
Bombers.
wish Bryce Perkins luck then. Let's see how he goes for this UFL for the CFL. Nice. But I also like to thank James Gunn.
oh yes, I
Yes.
second this.
For saving DC, or at least for right now, for finally giving Superman a great movie, for Peacemaker, potentially Supergirl's gonna be a great project.
Boo.
We're DC, we're finally back. Also, we finally got a good Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. We finally did after 20 years, or not even 20 years, after first time.
We can acknowledge that the last one was not good before that.
Yeah.
Whatever that 2015 one was.
Yeah. We got a good movie in F1 too. We got F1 epicness. I mean, I'm thankful for the movie watching this year too. It was an experience with F1. I know Thomas saw like 4 different times or something like that.
Same with Fantastic Four.
Same with Fantastic Four. Oh yeah, Karate Legends 2. Karate Kid Legends 2 is
Yes,
also another one.
almost been that 5 times.
Also, the memes from the Minecraft movie too, despite being cringy, but it's still something. But now I cannot wait for 2026 movies. We got Supergirl, Toy Story 5, Hoppers, Avengers Doomsday,
Yes.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yes.
We're getting Daredevil season 2, or technically
Yes.
season
Finally.
5. Season 5 technically.
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey, yes. We're getting we have a slate. We have a slate for
GTA
2026.
6 is coming out 2026. Fucking book it.
We are in for
Allegedly.
peak. GTA 6, we'll see.
Allegedly
We'll
on
see.
that part.
We
I'm
got
not-
we got less than 365. I think 449 days left. We have 300. But this is. But yeah, everyone, y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving weekend. Um, you
Safe
know,
travels, everybody.
safe
Whether
travels.
Safe
whether we're
travels.
going.
Travels.
Be good.
Be good. You know, see the friends and family you have done. Make your turkeys or whatever. You
If
know,
your friend pisses you off, do not pick him up. Pick him up from the airport.
uh,
It's justified.
we are now. Oh yeah, by the way, since all of us are here, this is the final week of fantasy in the Sam Darnold League. So wish everybody luck, even though we're all in the playoffs by.
Some of us don't deserve to be there.
Yeah, just like that one in the corner of me.
But the last 2 weeks in the Family Guy League, though, everyone, what are your
We made the
thoughts?
postseason, Anthony.
We're
We got
Congrats
this.
to Thomas. He made the postseason.
Yeah.
Anthony won the he won the Joe Swanson division. Thomas needs to win his division. I need to still win mine, even though I'm in the lead. Pure mid. That's the Giants season. San Francisco Giants.
I was gonna say, yeah, right.
Pure mid. I'm thankful for the Giants. We're
No,
pure
you're not.
mid.
I'm surprised you didn't say you're thankful for the Rafael Devers trade.
Yeah,
I will
Logan gave you him for like
I will
nothing.
thank Logan at the time. He did a great Father's Day gift. But I would like to also thank. We're fine. Oh yeah. Also, Melvin is out. Thank God. We'll see how Tony. Good luck. I hope you are the guy. I hope you're the guy. Please.
Scherzer to the Giants, 2026. Book it.
Giants
He's
are beating the
buddy with the
Yankees.
manager, so
Giants are winning the Yankees in 2026. The first series. We're winning on Netflix.
you're gonna get freed.
Quote me on this. Giants will win the Yankee series. All right, there we go.
We'll get freed and then slid on. So you can ask the Red Sox how that felt like.
All right. Anything else that you thankful for?
Con the Canupa on the Hornets.
Oh, yeah. Lakers
Darn it.
fans are definitely guaranteed
Somehow
thankful for
still
Nico Harrison.
on the Bucks. Even though, in my humble opinion, we should trade away the other Antetokounmpo for this guy named Cade. I hear
No.
he's super good. I think it'll be a very even trade.
No, and please, let's not trade for Anthony Davis. Let's not trade for Anthony Davis.
Please do.
You're gonna
It'll be
acquire
hilarious.
Anthony Davis.
Oh, and
and
defenders
Rudy Gobert.
receiver Cornell Powell is on the Steelers practice squad now.
Nice.
I am thankful as a hater that the Blue Jays did not win the World Series.
I am not thankful. I am not thankful for a certain team 2 hours away from me.
Back-to-back
Winning.
champs, bro. They
Yeah.
celebrated with ass tattoos.
Again, like I said, not thankful for that, but I am thankful for Kirk Chains not being washed, quote unquote.
I'm thankful for that one Breaking Benjamin edit that they posted on Kirko Chains.
You're thankful for Kirk Chains for beating me in fantasy. That's also
that too. My favorite edit I've ever seen. Seen from one of my favorite bands and of a fantasy game I needed to win.
But everybody, once again, y'all have a good one.
Safe
Y'all
travels.
stay safe.
Be
Safe
safe.
Trave.
Happy
Have
Thanksgiving.
fun, but not too
Happy
much
Thanksgiving,
fun.
everybody.
Happy
Have
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Don't do anything illegal.